Well, hello, everybody, and welcome. It is Wednesday night, and of course, I am so excited about it as usual because we call this like the family reunion. It's our time to link back up, spend some time with each other, and just update everybody on what's going on with current events and all those other fun things that we discuss. Dr. Real will be joining us shortly. For those of you guys that are looking for Dr. Real, you're like, where is Dr. Real? Because we already know he's gonna give us the real tonight. He will definitely be here shortly. I just want to go ahead and jump on so that we can get started and get things to rolling. So, if this is your first time rocking with us, I want to go ahead and formally introduce myself. I go by the name of Kesha Kesh. I am the CEO of the PowerTeam platform. So I just want to welcome everyone and just let everyone know how proud and excited I am just about how this platform is growing and how far along that we've actually come. Um, in addition to that, we are going to have a drawing later on in the show. So I want you all to make sure you get this right now. You got to put in the comment section hashtag power team. And that's without any spaces, no spaces. Hashtag power team is what you will need to put in the back in the hashtag in the comments so that when we do our drawing that we can have the drawing set and that you all can actually be prepared to win whatever prize we have. We do have Dr. Real with us right now. He is here. So I told you guys that he would be coming and joining us. I've already introduced myself, so I want him to go ahead and introduce himself also. So go ahead, Dr. Real. Tell him who you are.
This your boy, Dr. Real, Mr. Motivational. Let's go.
Let's go.
I was late. I had a little technical difficulties real quick, but we back in the building, though. So let's get it, Miss Kesha. What are we talking about?
I know that's right. We got a lot of things we're talking about tonight. I was just really letting them know about the drawing that we're going to have later on into the show, but it's very important that they actually put the correct comments, the hashtag there. It's hashtag power team. And you don't need any spaces because I already have it queued up and ready to go. So again, hashtag power team. That's what you would need to put there. And that is what we will have queued up for us to draw the random name that's going to be selected for us to win the prize. So let's just jump right into it. The things that we're talking about tonight, I'm excited about all of these topics because like we always say, everything just really began to just roll together. It's fun stuff and it's what's happening. It's what's going on. So we need to talk about it. So what shall we start with first? We got, well, you know what? You've already promised us, Dr. Real. You told us you was going to give us those updates for the Brian Flores situation. So I guess that's where we should start.
Yeah, let's get into my man, Brian Flores. Well, he's been blessed with a position with the Pittsburgh Steelers as the linebackers coach. That's a demotion. It's like going from being a store manager to the frontline supervisor in a sense. However, the irony of his being hired by the Pittsburgh Steelers is the Rooney Rule that requires teams to interview a certain amount of minorities before they make a decision on the head coach. The team that brought him in as a linebacker is the namesake of that person.
Got it.
Art Rooney used to own the Steelers before he passed away. The Rooney family still owns the Steelers, and the rule is named after him. So that's just ironic that he's suing the NFL based upon them not honoring this rule, and the team that the rule namesake is named after is a team that hired him. I was like, man, life is crazy.
Wow.
But the lawsuit still going on. He hasn't dropped it. Like, nah. So.
But do you think he's going to drop it?
No.
And so I know you're saying it's a demotion, but he still got it.
He still got a job. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying going from a head coach to a linebackers coach, obviously ain't the same thing. You know what I'm saying? You now you're a position coach versus the head coach, you're the CEO of the team. So it is a demotion. Yeah, but he's still in the coaching ranks. But I love what the last black coach in the NFL did. He the one that said he gonna bring him on. So he looked out for him. I can't remember his name. He reminded me of Omar Epps. I can't think of his name. His name's slipping right now. I should know it. But
he reminds you of Omar Epps. Wow. Well, that's good information. I wasn't expecting for that to actually happen and take place. I thought that it was going to be. I think I'm waiting to hear more of the. I think he got something in his back pocket. Like I said, there's definitely got to be something that he just got his chest stuck out a little bit, if that makes sense. He you know what I'm saying? Because who was on here with us last time? One of the viewers was saying last time about how his little money can't match up to the NFL money, but he got it's something that's going to be very interesting, and you're going to continue to update us. But I'm just thinking something's going to be very interesting that's going to happen. That's kind of pretty much all I can say. Okay. And y'all, if you're just tuning in, no matter where you are streaming from, whether it's Twitter, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Facebook, Twitch, wherever, please don't forget hashtag PowerTeam. It will grab your comments. It will actually is going to do this random drawing for us. So make sure that you are hashtagging, putting it there in the comment section, because it will take out duplicates, but you still would be entered into the drawing. All you have to do is put hashtag Power Team. That's pretty much it. Simple and easy.
Too easy. Power Team.
Power Team.
Tell your mama, tell your friends. Tell your friends. Tell them about us. Tell them about us.
Right. Absolutely. So we will move on to our other topics. The next topic that we have is, let's talk about DFW saw the eighth highest spike in cost of living based on what reports are saying in the U.S. That's the DFW area. I ain't talking about Texas. I'm saying DFW area saw the eighth highest spike with the cost of living. Now, what are your thoughts on that, Dr. Real? We kind of we touched on this, but we've never went into the math and the numbers on it and how we're being impacted and coming up with this percentage, overall. What are your thoughts on that?
For one, you have a massive migration of Californians to Texas.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm a realtor and I got you moved from out of state, we about to eat. Because what a $250,000 house here will get you a two-piece maybe in California, in LA. You know what I'm saying? You're not getting nothing for $250,000 for a house. That's maybe a 1-2 bedroom if you're lucky.
Right.
It's not a nice place. $250 here get you something nice and funny, something real nice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Some Christmas postcard picture stuff. You know what I mean? You can really do good. But with that, and then the housing market going crazy, you know what I'm saying, where now is really I think it's more, I'm trying to think who would take more advantage of this. Probably would be someone who is selling their house. You know what I'm saying? Because now you can sell it.
Someone selling their home.
You can sell it,
but you know what?
Way more what it's worth.
Yes.
So the rich and if you got money, you're ruthless in some way. You take advantage of every opportunity, even if it's an opportunity that comes off of something tragic. If you try to get your bread, you're gonna find a way to spend that to make money for you. And they have used COVID as a way to make a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's why when the eviction moratorium was coming up, all them and I feel for the landlords. If something want to get paid forever, and I dig it. Because they still gonna charge you your property tax, and you still gotta pay your end of it, regardless of what's going on. You still gotta fix stuff in the house if it's broken. You know what I'm saying? So I get them, they're frustrated, but you had them getting this money, and this is Dallas too. I'm really sticking to the Dallas area. They I think the Texas rent relief paid over $1 billion in back rent. $1 billion got funneled into this market. So yes, I can see why it's eighth. I'm surprised not higher than that, because everywhere you go, like I'm in Forney all the time, and that's a little suburb east of east of Mesquite, and
Mm-hmm.
they building houses like rabbits.
Yeah.
I mean, everywhere you turn around, there's a new development. I'm like, when I first came out here, was a lot of trees and stuff. Y'all ain't about to have no forest out here. Like y'all building, they building. It is crazy right now. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Y'all
they're building up everywhere.
is
They
it?
are building up everywhere. Sometimes you don't even know the areas when you're prone to just going to those areas that you go to. You don't really know what's going on in these other areas, and
Mhm.
that's why I'm looking forward to one of the other hosts, the host on the Monday night shows, Bree. Those are some
Mhm.
of the things that she's going to be doing. She's going to be going out visiting and showing footage of these other areas where they're having these new bills and all this stuff coming up at, because she was telling me about some areas and I'm like, really? But you know, it's everywhere, and it's growing so fast. But like to what you said earlier, Dr. Real, you said you only saw the people that could benefit from this is the people, or the people that's actually selling. But even when they capitalize off of that, you got some people that are they're scared to sell because they know the deal that they got when they moved into that home. So they're like, hell, I mean, I can capitalize and make all this money, but when I move and go to where I'm going, I'm in the same situation everybody else in. So
Or if
everybody is on a I'm staying in place type thing. And just to add on to what we were saying, remember I said, yeah, we had the highest spike, but it's broken down into so many different areas. So what they're saying is that cost of living is more so a 5.1% higher, but then you have the average cost of goods 3.3% higher. Those things increased. And again, we're talking Dallas. The cost of housing compared to the previous average, 12% higher. Cost of utilities with the average 13.3% higher. So you're talking cost of living all around the board. I'm looking
okay,
at people posting on social media about we all gonna have to be roommates in a minute. You know, at one point in time, we didn't understand why a certain group of ethic or certain people played it the smart way. They were rooming, you know, with each other and investing and doing things and saving their money. But now it's like it's getting tight everywhere. You know, the
see,
jobs, even if you in a home and you have two people, two sources of income, you still have somebody else in the income looking for in the household looking for another source of income.
mhm.
Two incomes ain't even cutting it no more. It may cut it to pay the bills, but you ain't got no free money. No,
Right,
extra.
right, right. So all those numbers you just gave can all be tied into what? COVID. COVID
It
has
can.
affected everything.
I saw
Everything.
that too.
Everything you just named is COVID. It has. If you want to spin it and have it COVID related, you can make an argument for it because
Yep.
it has affected. Like you go in stores now, I've never seen grocery stores have shelves as empty as I've seen in the past year. I mean, just empty, and it's not for a little bit. Like just a couple weeks ago, you couldn't even buy canned biscuits. I was like, how do y'all?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Who the hell buying all the biscuits?
You know what I'm
I
saying? Like I
said
thought
something.
everybody losing weight in January. Why did them business go? I thought everybody was working out. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? But I talked to the grocer, and they was telling me that there just was a shortage. They just couldn't keep up the demand with the supply. I mean, the supply with the demand, and that's COVID
Right.
related. Because these people now are not wanting to work. No job is paying $10 an hour. If they're not paying a livable wage, these people they ain't with it. COVID has exposed things for it's for everybody to see economically. People ain't done no more. It's a work revolution. Everything is high as hell. Gas is high. Inflation is going crazy. We just gave $335 million to Ukraine for military, but as soon as we asked for some more COVID money for doing when it was real bad for us, y'all said, I ain't got no damn McDonald's money. Like a mama telling you McDonald's. Y'all took no
You are
$300.
so right.
But y'all ain't got no problem sliding 335 million to Ukraine. They know, and if anybody from Ukrainian descent, I ain't trying to diss your country. I feel for you. I pray for you. I hate what's happening there, but this ain't about you. So I'm gonna go ahead and park you to the left a little bit. I'm talking directly to my American people. I'm sorry, Kesha. I just had to get this off my chest. We
Wait a
gave
minute, hold on. I'm gonna help you get it up. I'm gonna zoom you in a little bit. Hold on. Get it up your chest, brother.
We gave 300 Biden. We done gave $335 million for to help Ukraine. And again, if we can afford it, which obviously we can, I'm cool with that. We can afford to do that, then that's what's up. But
That's what's up.
when you got these homes that were getting this $300 and $500 tax credit that y'all let go away in January because of Mr. Senator Manchin's Manchin, how do you say his name, said that they may use that money for drugs. So why is it every time your citizens that are financing this 335 million you sent away, that's our money, right? Because we work, we pay taxes, it's our money. Anyway, you do that, but the minute we need something, I ain't got it.
I ain't got it.
I ain't got it. Holler at me in 6 months. I might be up on something. You up on something right now? You just gave $335 million away. Hello.
Say it. Hello, somebody.
I'm not understanding how you can take money from, and they had a number, and I wish I had a number in front of me, about how much the hunger went down and some of the poverty level is in a sense in homes where they can afford more food. You take that away from them because you want to add some more requirements to it. They got to work. How about they already working? They working for nothing because all their money is going to bills. So like Kesha said earlier, you have no money to do anything outside of surviving. And that's rough on your mental, your emotional, and everything, physical, everything. You know yes. Stop playing with us, man. Y'all better stop playing with us. Stop playing with us. You have money to do things for social programs. You just don't like nobody asking for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Your mindset is everybody got to work for. We are working, but we still need a hand up. We're not asking for a handout. We're asking for a hand up, right. Man. Let me get this right now. Again, Kesh, we know the game. Somebody gonna always abuse the system. Come on, always. Man. I mean, people that got money abuse the system. I mean, they find the loopholes in the laws. They operate within the law, but they find the loopholes. That's game.
That's right. That's right.
That's game. That's the American capitalistic way. That's game. Period. That's how we operate over here. Man, I seen that mess, man. I was so hot. I was like, you ain't got no McDonald's money, but you over there eating that Papa Do's. Okay.
Hey, I feel the heat and the steam coming from the seat, my brother, and I'm with you. I'm with you. Sheila, thank you so much for tagging and watching with us tonight, rocking with us. Make sure that you and the people that you're asking to join the show type in #PowerTeam because we are having a drawing tonight. Make sure you guys get in that drawing. Again, it's #PowerTeam. We will be doing that drawing tonight. But it's crazy. It's a lot going on. We have to stay up on the up and up of what's going on with us, the war, the world, and everything. I saw on a TikTok, I was very, very intrigued by. It was this young lady. She was a teenager, I think. And she went viral, and they had her on the news. When they had her on there, it was because nobody even understands how to really break down what there were, what's going on with Russia and all this stuff. And she put it like in a slang / way that her age group could understand it, because all the kids were like, hell, what are they talking about? What's happening? What? And they were giving her all these praises because the way she broke it down, everybody understood it. Even some adults. Like, it was so weird because they were like, oh, that's what they're talking about? Thank you so much for breaking it down to us. Her TikTok went viral, and she takes these things and she said, I'm just trying to speak to the audience that I know, to the people that's my age group, to the people that doesn't understand how important this stuff is, and they don't pay attention to it because the world makes it so analytical, political. And that was her way of breaking it down on TikTok. I was like, damn. Back in the day, they would have laughed at her and would have said like she was being hood or she was being ghetto or whatever the case may be. But man, they had her on all major news radio stations, you name it, and they were praising her for getting this information out to people that don't understand all this, the way that we're putting it out here, so analytical. You
break it down to where the person can eat.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Everybody can't eat in big chunks. You got to, and that's not so nobody can tell me this, man. They just, if you try to explain it something all Harvard style, which you can really break it down, in layman's terms, so everybody can understand what's going on. But
Mm-hmm.
I
I tell you.
the crazy part, you know who Noah I forget the man name. Man, he does the Daily Show. He's from South Africa, he's a black guy.
The
His
Daily Show?
name is Noah something. I can't think of his last name. Oh,
Okay.
Trevor Noah, that's his name, Trevor Noah. Anyway,
Okay.
he did a TikTok today talking about how all the reporters in Europe are saying, we can't believe this is happening in this European country. These are regular people. This is not like this was the Middle East or Africa. I was like, huh? And he broke it down like, yo, so what you're trying to say is if this was happening over there, then this would be the regular. But because it's
Mm-hmm.
happening middle class, European people, y'all are shocked. I mean, the reporters were talking like, I can't. It's almost like a riot that would happen in South Central LA, go to Beverly Hills on Rodeo. Like,
Yeah.
oh my God, I can't believe they're tearing, or those people decide to start changing stuff up. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? The reporting, they was like literally shocked. It's a good watch. It's on TikTok. It's really good. He broke it down really good, like with humor, but he broke
I,
it down.
I think for me too, it made me think about all the things that are important when it comes to voting, us exercising our rights and things like that. It made me think about the, we sometimes think that, our people, we're just being lazy and we don't want to participate and be a part of some of the stuff that's going on, when it could truly be the fact that we just don't understand. We're blindsided, but we gotta try to, get more information out there and understand the type of audience that we're speaking to. But we got to have more leaders to even be willing to, I guess, dummy some stuff down, or either just make sure that we as a people have the right information and the tools and the resources so that we can, unite together and get what we need to get out there. Because that just really made me think, because it was even adults. There was a lot of different people like, oh, that's what they meant. Now
Mm-hmm.
this makes sense. I understood what you said in like 3 minutes. I
Mm-hmm.
was like, dang.
Because most of us live in our own little space. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of us don't connect what happens internationally. You would eventually feel it locally. It might not
Mm-hmm.
be soon, but it's like a tsunami almost.
Mm-hmm.
It'll get to you, believe me. You know what I'm saying? If you know any type of
Absolutely.
conflict, your gas prices fluctuate like crazy.
Right.
There's any kind of skirmish, you already know about 30 cents going on to the gas. Easy. That's the first thing
Absolutely.
that's attacked. You know what I'm saying? So,
Absolutely.
but we don't really put two and two together. We watch the local news, but we won't really get engaged in what's happening nationally. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So there just need to be more involved. You can watch the news. You ain't got to sit there and take everything they say verbatim. I mean, you can take what they're telling you and make it make sense to you. There's way too much information out here that, in the point, it has made us lazy.
It has.
Because it's so much, everything that really at the tip of your fingertip. This is
Yeah.
really Back to the Future, damn, Renegade, any other futuristic movie you can think of. Like, we on
I'm
some
with you.
space stuff right now, and we just
Right.
got lazy and don't want to know nothing. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? You can do the research yourself. I love she did it. Salute that we needed it, and I love it. But yeah, I mean,
Right.
a lot of people don't know what's going on with that.
They don't.
They probably don't
But
know what Putin is. Like, who the hell is a Putin?
we just got to do better. But I do think that we got to take in consideration that everybody minds don't operate the same. Everybody don't hear things the same. Everybody don't come from the same parts,
Mhm.
so those things do play a big factor. Again, thanks to everyone that's tuning in. If you've never rocked with us on our Wednesday night shows, we really truly appreciate you. We do have a drawing for tonight. Again, it's hashtag, it's right here on the screen. If you see Sheila, she's hashtag this, the hashtag that we're using tonight is hashtag PowerTeam. So make sure that you guys use that so that you can actually get in the drawing. I want to move on to another one of our topics for tonight. And I found this to be very, very, it was very, very funny. One of my cousins actually posted this, And when I say the women went to work on this post, because I think everybody wanted to really just call the guys out on their BS. Now, you're going to give it to us from a male perspective, Dr. Real, but I want to let you know what we were talking about, because it's definitely something that needs to just kind of just be broke down and just talked about as adults. So here we go. She made a post and she said, the reason why women lose interest in a guy she first meet that asked her to send a pic. So initially what happened was a lot of the ladies was like, oh my God, I'm glad somebody else said it. Immediate turn off. They were just talking about how they're so turned off because the first thing a guy wants when they meet you is to send a picture. So a lot of the ladies was giving examples of why it pissed them off and turned them off. But the men stuck right on together and started to, say, oh, well, you upset and you mad because I, as a man, asked you for a pic, but you showing 1,000 pics on social media to strangers that you don't know. Then there was a couple other guys saying that, well, you get catfish nowadays. So, yes, of course, we want to see a pic because, you never know who you're talking to. Then you had the other guys saying, well, men are visual. And in order for us to still be interested, we like to see visual things. So that's why we're asking for a pic. But all the ladies was just like, go pick one. Just get one off of my social media. So I want you to kind of give us some insight, Dr. Real, from a male perspective of why are men so, from your perspective, why are men so excited to get a picture when you first start communicating? Because I'm not going to even say dating. Because these ladies was talking about these are inbox requests, or these are just my first time speaking to your request, or what is that mindset of a man?
All three points that you made were valid. Okay. There are people still catfish. I don't know how to still get catfish in 2022. That's another story, though. You said what you said, catfishing. What were the other two again?
Men are visual.
Visual, yes. We are definitely visual. Definitely visual. In the last one.
And he said that men just want to he said men are visual. Want to make sure they don't get.
I got it.
What was it again?
About posting the pictures on Instagram.
Oh yeah, posting pictures on other social media sites.
It's true. Like if you can do all that, then if you're sharing it with 1 million, you can't share it with one. But let's get down to the real picture. Are we talking about? Are we talking about they asking for a respectful picture? It's like you in your church clothes, or they talking about you going to the studio five play kind of picture.
And that is the point that the women was trying to make, because they're not asking for a specific. They're not. It's kind of like the men. They're leaving it up to you and say, send me a pic. So that means that if you, depending on what type of woman you are, you're confused really at that point. Like, well, what the hell kind of pic do you want? Because the man is not telling you. They're just saying, send me a pic. So that's why the woman becomes so defensive, because their mind automatically is going to, you got to be talking about.
But why does the mind is it so rotten out there that that's the first thing that you think of when anyone says send a pic? The first thing that comes out of mind is they want a bucket naked.
Yes, let me tell you why.
That is crazy.
Well, let me tell you why though. But let me tell you why. First off, from a woman perspective, if I like you and I'm cutting for you, you ain't got to ask me for a damn thing. I'm gonna give it to you. That's one. So one of the guys, I left his part out. He also was saying, yeah, man, he was talking to one of the other guys. He was like, don't let that fool you, or don't listen to what they're saying, because if they really like dude or oh boy, he ain't even got to ask. He gonna send it. She gonna send it. Well, that is true. But what you can't do is get upset because she didn't choose to send it to you. The disrespect comes from you feel the need to ask without explaining yourself of what you want. So this is what I'm saying. The reason why women are offended because we're adults. So if you want a explicit, like a nude picture, just be a man and say, hey, send me a booty pic, or say what you want, but don't leave it bland and then get upset because if she sends you a picture of her going to church in a long dress, now you're looking like she know that ain't what I was talking about. No, sir, I don't know what you were talking about. as you know, you need to tell me what you're talking about because now I have to guess.
Well, I'm saying, but we
And my
always,
mind's gonna
we
go.
always go to the assumption of the worst. Like that used to be an innocent thing, and now it's like it's just rotten, and it's just that's crazy.
That's the same thing the men were saying. But the reason why, Dr. Real, is because most women, they are visual and they're posting all different shades of form of pictures on social media. So they're confused that why you just can't go pick one of those. Are you trying to save me as your screensaver or something? Like what? So let's have an adult conversation. What do you really want? And then some of the ladies started to say, they were like, well, no, that's not the mindset because we could have already met in person. When they were talking about the catfish, a couple of women were saying, no, that means I've already sat down with you in person. You've already seen me in person. So now that you've seen me in person, soon as I leave, you say, send me a pic. They're confused.
Picture lasts longer, don't it?
What does it say? What do you say?
The picture lasts longer, don't it? You know the
I'm
old
just
saying.
trying to understand. We just want to understand. We just want to understand.
I don't. It's not hard to understand if you don't approach it with he want a naked picture. If you don't approach it with that thought process, it's not a problem. Or send me a pic. If your response can simply be if you're thinking about a new one, you forget about that, bro. Done. If he too scared, if he too scared to step up to the plate and ask what he really want, and he beat around the bush, the ladies of today, now that the ones that I know of, would have been like, boom. If you're looking for a new pick, you got the wrong one. Door closed, case closed. It's a done deal.
So so the guys kind of flipped it too, and they said, well, women ask for picks too. So let me ask you this. I just want to 100% understand. You're truly saying if a man is asking a woman for a picture, he is truly wanting just a regular picture?
No. I'm not that naive to think that. We're here because there's too many guys that was faking like they only wanted a regular picture. That's why we even have this damn conversation right now. Because they couldn't even be straight up and say what they wanted. So the few screw it up for the many. Always happens. Because like it's just automatic. Just listening to what you're saying, and from the conversations, the first thought process was he wanted a naked picture of me. He wanted a picture of my behind or my breast or full frontal. Because nowadays it's like that. But
you know,
something innocent to something that's butt naked nasty for no reason. Damn, guys, get better, man. Damn.
But you know why? Because I'm trying to picture it, and I promise you I am. I'm trying to give it 100% benefit to the fact that I'm trying to picture a guy because men are visual. I can't see the guy keeping the picture for himself, but I can see it for bragging rights. Women do it too, but we're a little bit different because women. I'm just gonna put it out there and say for example, it was a dick pic. Women, if they're fooling with the guy, they're not gonna show. We ain't sharing those because if it's mine, it's mine. You can't even look at it. Men may be a little different because they may feel like it's mine, but you know it ain't mine, or whatever the case may be. And men may feel like bragging rights of. I just can't see a man walking around with a picture in his phone of a woman's face, like, man, she sure is pretty, isn't she? Look what I got. Like, look. Man, ain't she pretty? I just can't see it. Now, I can see a woman sitting and got a full body picture and he showing and sharing with someone. Hey, man, look, I met at the club. The other man, look at the body, banging, bam. Like he's showing the whole shebang. That's why I'm saying men are never really specific, and then they'll just ask. And if you send them a big old smiley face, they looking like, what the hell? That's what the ladies was talking about.
Yeah, I get what they're talking about, and they're right. But I'm saying if whoever the first person in male history that did that dumb shit, slap yourself in the face right now. Because I know you're around here listening. Slap yourself in the face right now. Quit doing dumb stuff to make us look more creepy, man. Like this just remind me. I know we tight. Okay, time real quick. I got to tell you the story real fast. It happened today, and I was going to talk about it anyway on here. When have we lost the ability to say, excuse me? When have we lost the ability to take a compliment when the man ain't trying to hit on you? He just saying you look nice today. You don't got to give your brother the beatbox because what's not trying to holler at you? Just don't. Nah. I'm just on a crusade this year to every time I see somebody, male or female, that they stuff together, I'm gonna say, man, you look good today. Just as a way to boost people's life up some. Hearing something nice, somebody you'll know is cool. But and then if someone smiles at you, America, and you don't want to smile back, don't do the tight smile. Nobody like that. Don't want your muscles in your face to do that. What's the point of that? Just if you don't like my smile, don't want to smile at me, then damn it, don't smile at me. It's cool. You ain't got to reciprocate. I ain't tripping. But don't do the tight smile like you just short your drawers or something. Like, don't do me like that. We better than that, America. Come on now. Do better. But man, we gotta stop, man. They find, man, after a while we're gonna be extinct, bros. We gotta chill, man. We're gonna be extinct soon. You see what's happening around here? You better, man. Listen.
But you know, I feel you. I feel you when you say that because I won't forget. I was at the time it was called Stone Trail, I think, out in Addison, and I was with my Black Market brothers, and you know how respectful, it was a couple of us girls and it was them, as guys. So when it's time for us to go to the restroom, they would walk us and stand to wait, just to make sure we good, we safe. And I never forget, it was a couple of girls, they were coming out of the restroom. And one of the guys from Black Market, when she was coming out of the restroom, you know how toilet paper's on the floor, she had some toilet paper on back of her, the hold of her heel. And it was just dragging. So he was trying to get her attention to let her know. And she turned around with the most ugliest face. Like she thought he was trying to holler at her, and he frowned up so bad. And he was like, well, baby, I'm trying to just let you know you got some toilet paper on the bottom of your shoe. And it was so funny to me. But when you were just talking about that, that's what I thought about, because I've witnessed it happen. I was like, dang.
You don't have to do all that. You ain't got to do all that. Ladies, I love y'all. This is National Women's Month. So
it sure is.
I number love for y'all. Y'all got to chill out, man. Everybody that smile at you don't want you. Like, you need to park your ego a little bit. Some of y'all need to look at yourself real closely, because you got Kanye's ego, but you got Shrek Chris. You need to chill a little bit. Like, calm down.
Just a little bit.
Calm down. Even you're pretty, calm down. We some of us just speaking. I understand why you're scared, because there's dumb asses out here that will cut you, stab you, and kill you if you say, you didn't get my phone number. So I understand the fear that we've put out there. And I can't apologize for all of them, damn it. The ones that mean good, we apologize for the assholes. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah. Good topic, man.
It was, it was a really good topic. I want to, just kind of get some insight on it. And I just saw all the comments, and there was a couple of guys that was like, man, they were like, you really probably helped a whole lot of, single brothers out. That's what he was saying. He said, because I think in his mind, he was like, I didn't even think about it like that. But that's what all the women were saying. They're like, you're asking me to pick and choose because you're not telling me what you want this picture for. And it can't be because you feel catfish, because we just came from a date. You saw me in person. Or it can't be because you don't know what I look like, full body pics. Yeah, because one of the guys did say, he was like, well, some girls, this one girl I was dating, or just getting to know, she always was only post pictures of her face. She never posts pictures of her full body. So the girls was like, well, you would need to specifically tell her the reason why I want a picture is because you don't never post pictures of your full body versus just send me a pic.
Right. What's you over there hiding?
Right. So I thought that was very interesting. That's why I wanted to kind of bring it up, get some opinions here. So if you are joining late, drop your thoughts in the comments. I always go back and read the comments. I'm interested in seeing what the ladies are saying. So, hey, it was something worth talking about. But we do have another topic that we're going to get into, and it's called, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for?
Oh man, this is a conversation that I had kind of with myself because you should be your biggest supporter. So
Yeah.
this is man probably 12 years ago. I'm gonna pose it uh, to the audience here. What are you waiting for? If you're not only unhappy, but you're joyless in whatever situation it may be, what are you waiting for? If you're talking about, well, I might fail, you might, but if no one ever failed, we won't have any inventions because no one made it on the first try. They had to work at it. Imagine if Thomas Edison, and I know the brother did the filament part, so but we're gonna talk about Edison at this moment. I know the brother did it. We good on that. But Edison, what if he just, what, the my first bulb didn't work, screw it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or what if Jordan would have been like, man, I got cut from the JV team. I ain't playing basketball no
Mm-hmm.
more. I'm going.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to play baseball because he quit. You're going to have failure. You have to understand that failure is a precursor of success. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes failure is a course director. You need to stop doing this. This is not something that is for you. You have to determine what that lack of success, instead of calling it failure, dress it up some. That lack of success
Mm-hmm.
is saying to you, and then go back to the drawing board.
Ooh,
It,
this some good stuff.
we make life so freaking hard. And life is if you really scale it down to what life is not hard. So what are you waiting for? We all sit here and say all the time, oh man, so and so died. Oh, I'm gonna start calling my mama more. I'm gonna start and 2 damn weeks later, your ass are right back doing what you were doing 2 weeks ago. So
Mm-hmm.
we all know
But
that
you
life
know,
is hard, man. We're
it
blessed
is.
to be having this conversation right now. We're not talking about we're not blessed a day. We ain't blessed a second. We're not guaranteed a second.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Just died in the time it 2 minutes to complete that sentence. They had plans tomorrow. Some of them did. Some of them had plans to do nothing. But
They
guess what?
did.
Planning to do nothing is still a plan.
Yeah.
It's just not.
And, and you get to watch all these different posts on social media, and you know that everybody probably didn't even get a chance to live out that plan that they had set, because you see the RIP posts, you see the person in the hospital, you see the praying hands, you see all of that. But me and my friend girl, we were just having a talk about this a couple days ago, and then even a couple weeks ago we were talking about this at my cousin's brunch dinner, and we ask these questions, to each other a lot. So when I ask, what am I waiting for? Or what I've been waiting for, honestly, I have been waiting on that moment of freedom, if that makes sense, because I am a risk taker. I am, you know, thoughtful thinker, but I'm also a person of stability, if that makes sense. And what me and my friend girl was talking about was we have kids. So my oldest daughter, she'll be 24 in April next month, and my youngest daughter will be 18 in June 1st. And I even told her, like, I've been waiting for the moment that I don't have to move to her beat because I am her mother, and I've done my due diligence to put myself in a situation that everything has been positioned around her. When I'm talking school districts, I'm talking, just easier for us to navigate and do certain things, but that all actually is about to end. And I mean that to the point of, I'm not going to no longer be your mother, but then now you have to start moving to my beat. I can wake up and say I'm moving to Florida. You're welcome to come stay with me, but I'm going to be living in Florida. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to start a business in Florida and not be afraid because I have to be stable enough because you go to school here or because you've been doing this here. So I'm excited about being able to just really be free and depend on my decision making skills to live life the way that I want to live life. So that's what I've been waiting for. I've been waiting on to do my part as a mother and for my kids to reach adulthood.
But you know what though? But in your case, you've been preparing for the moment. Most
Yeah.
people, they're not. They're letting some obstacles stop them. Like the person that really want to be in a relationship, what you waiting for? You waiting for
Mhm.
that apology so you can have closure?
Mm.
The closure was already given to you when they did what they done. Okay,
Mhm.
so if someone cheated on you and you want them to explain why, to try to help your insecurities about you not being enough, what you waiting for? Stop waiting on that. You're worth more to yourself than spend the time that you're spending and giving that individual. You gotta let your scars heal. Scars are reminders that you've been hurt, but more so that you have been healed. We all got surgical scars. I got scars on me that, man, I remember this scar. This scar is significant. I remember what was going on the day, the time, and everything. Those things mean something to you. There are milestones on you, but the thing is, you passed that milestone. You have to learn how to really, and I know it's hard and it's very cliche to say, but you got to learn how to let go of stuff.
Mm.
To tie this around to what I'll tell you about, this is kind of something I told myself 10 years ago or 12 years ago. I lost everything in 2010. My family,
Mm.
uh, family, you name it, it was gone. I even lost myself. And that's the worst portion of me.
Wow.
It was bad.
Wow.
And then one day, Kesha, I was alone in my, the one bedroom, about to be divorced man space. And I got on my knees and was like, Lord, make me into the man that you designed me to be. Because I know this ain't him. I just humble myself and cried, toddler tears, because I ain't got the last chicken McNugget tears. I'm talking about boo, crying, the Emmy Award seeing Oscar snot coming there, just crying. Like I would just let it all out. And the
Right.
next day, I kid you not, I created Dr. Real the next day.
Wow.
And I woke up that morning and it's popped in my head. Like, don't be Dr. Phil, be Dr. Real, the hip hop version of Dr. Phil, and dispense what you know. Make your great grandmother proud. But that's my music.
Amazing.
Make her proud of what she raised, because what you are right now, that ain't got nothing to do with that woman that you praise so much, because she ain't raised you. And I talk to
Wow.
myself. So you got to ask yourself, what are you waiting for? Stop waiting for someone to loan you money to get something started. Start doing you. Fully do you. So that way when you get where you're going, nobody can really sit and say, well, I helped you get so and so. They may have did a little something, but you put the work in your damn self. That's gonna make you more
Mm.
proud of whatever it is, because you know you did all the leg work. You did
Right.
all you might not get there, and stop putting damn time limits on everything.
Yeah.
Some of y'all sit and say, I want to go to college, I'm 40. What so schools don't let you in at 40? Let me know. They let you in at 40. And trust me, it's a lot easier than you think it is. It's not hard. It's you're making it hard because you're telling yourself, I ain't been in school in 20 years. Okay.
So what?
You ever heard of tutoring classes? You ever heard of the damn internet? You ever heard of Google? I mean, come on now. You're holding yourself back. So
Ooh.
what you waiting for? And again, don't worry about failure. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta take that word and remove it. It say lack of success, you pray. It's more words, but it's more meaning. Stop saying, "Oh, I can't believe that." But again, and I don't want to sound contradictory, but sometimes when you fail, it's a reason you failed. You have to examine your failures, like you would do with an experiment. If the experiment didn't go the way you wanted, or recipe didn't go the way you wanted to make it, maybe you need to put a half a cup of milk versus a whole cup. You got to tinker with it. That's the same thing with your failure. That's how inventors make things successful, because they correct their mistakes.
I know that's right.
And they understand, people need to understand the difference between a poor decision and a mistake. Because a lot of times we put poor decisions in the mistake column and it don't belong there.
Mm.
Like cheating, I don't give a damn who say it. I don't care who say it. Cheating is never and ever has been a freaking mistake. You heard it here.
Right.
You have not heard nowhere else. Yeah, that is not a mistake. I don't care what they tell you. There is no history in the history of sexism has anybody ever tripped and fell in the coochie or on a penis. It just don't happen. Doesn't happen. It just does not happen. So if they out there creeping on you, is you got to think about what that entails. That's planning and executing. How is that a mistake? Just how?
I agree.
It's not.
I agree.
But yet on TikTok and on Twitter, that's all I see. Oh my God. I made a mistake. I'm on TikTok, man. This to make y'all understand this shit could be a mistake. No, boo. People that share your mentality will ride with that thought process. But those of us who really look at it realistically, and I've been both of them, cheater and cheatee, so you can't tell me nothing about that subject because I know about it. Because I've been played both sides of the fence. I've been on offense, so you can't tell me.
Accountability.
The minute you get that phone number out, you've already committed it. That first conversation, you know what I'm saying? The first inappropriate interactions, you wouldn't do in front of your person. Come on now. Yep. Stop waiting, people. Stop it.
Yep. Wow.
Stop in your life. Are you still living it? Come on now.
Woo-wee, man.
Because what'll happen, you're going to get old. You're going to get old. We all get older. You're going to get to the point where you're old and you just start looking at the time you have left, and everything you're going to look at is everything you used to do. You're going to be more in the past.
Exactly.
And your future is very limited, but your past is vast. So you're going to be thinking about the past more because it's longer. And that's when you start having all them damn life regrets. I wish I could have, would have, should have. Stop that.
Y'all heard it. You heard it, y'all.
Pick up a damn book too.
We're gonna let y'all also. I see some people had dropped off. While we're going to continue to go into Dr. Real's motivational quotes, and also you got a little bit of time left because we're gonna do the drawing probably in about the next 3 minutes. You got some time to go ahead and get those hashtags in. Again, it's hashtag PowerTeam, no spaces, for you to get into the drawing to be the prize winner for tonight. So go ahead and put your hashtag in if you want to get in the drawing for tonight. We have about 6 minutes before the show ends, and we're about to get into our motivational quotes. So you still got some time. You got quotes for us tonight, right, Dr. Real?
Yeah, actually, I wrote something in honor of women that have been like really inspirational in my life. I don't have my memory, so I'm gonna have to read it, but I know how to give speeches, so just give me a minute. But it's okay. Women that have ever helped me in my life. One day, God created woman. He said, I will give her the rib of man. Although it is fragile, it still protects the heart. I will give her strength, as she will need it to support the world. I will give her forgiveness, as she will be mistreated, but expected to stay faithful. I will give her a spirit filled with light to guide her through her darkest days. I will give her confidence to continue on in a life filled with obstacles. I will give her love that will keep hate out of her home. I will give her wisdom to make the right choice when given all the wrong answers. I will give her beauty in a world full of ugliness. Finally, I will give her time to understand her purpose. This is dedicated to all the women in my family and those that I have encountered in life. This includes you, Miss Kesha, who have had an impact on me.
That's beautiful.
Women, we need you to need you. I'm gonna say it one more time. Women, we need you to need you without our input at all. We need you to need you, not for you to need you because we do. You're a better woman when you need you more than I do, if that makes sense.
Right. That makes a lot of sense.
So
it was beautiful.
Thank you, God, for the gift. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart to all the women, National Women's Month. I just wanted to recognize y'all. Your sisters, you're doing your damn thing. One of them girls might be Supreme Court justice, so clap, clap. And she got a sister name. I was
Right.
like, what she say? What? Man, get out of here. Let's go.
I
Let's
know
go.
that's right.
Black name.
And thank you. I mean, I want to be one to say thank you for, just even reading and going over that and making us feel important for this month. A lot of people, I'm going to especially play this clip back because, sometimes people just need to hear those words of encouragement and they get that spunk back. But sometimes you can fall in a real, real tight funk because you're around certain people that don't even care, where you're at that moment in life. And all you need sometimes is hear stuff. And that's why sometimes I try to, make it a point of and get into the habit of posting certain things, in the morning or even if it's late at night, because you never know who you are touching and just putting that spunk back in because something knocked them down. So thank you, Dr. Real, for thinking of us as women and sharing that with us to just make us feel that much more important that we should always feel. We like to feel good and we have to feel good in order to keep pressing on and do the things that we need to do as women. So thank you. And I truly appreciate that. We got 2 minutes, but I want to do this tool. Now it may be a little tricky because I don't know how many hashtags that we got. I don't know if it makes it fills up a certain amount before it does the drawing, but I'm gonna still do it. And if it gives us a name, we're going to move forward with that name. If it doesn't, that means we may not have gotten enough entries and we'll try it again next time. But I get to share the screen and you all can see it. So there's no cheating or anything going on like that. If the hashtag was entered, it's queued up in the drawing. So give me a second to kind of share this tool. So one sec, if it will let me. Giveaway.
Yeah, drum roll.
Drum roll, please. Well, first, I wonder, are they able to see this on the screen? Hold on one second, because I want them to see. Um, Cam Harris is the winner. I wonder, are you all able? Are they able to see this? Because this definitely has it there. It says Cam Harris.
Yeah, but it didn't show it just us though.
It's showing right now. It's a delay. I think it's what's happening. But it does say it. So I'm looking at another screen right now to make sure that we can see it. But it definitely have Cam Harris as the winner. Um, so good stuff.
I can give you two quotes real quick, Kesha, though, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Okay. The people always wishing for the man or woman of their dreams. You do realize that nightmares are dreams too, right? Just keep that in mind. Just because they might be the man of your dreams, your nightmares are dreams too. And
Right.
lastly, never call a person the love of your life and treat them like the love for right now. Don't do that.
Wow.
So I'm gonna challenge our listeners to do something. I do something every year with my little business called Real Motivational. I do a good neighbor challenge every year, and I just do something random for a person that I have no idea who it is, what they need, anything. I do something random for them. You don't have to be nothing expensive. You know what I'm saying? I know we all counting the pennies and half pennies and everything else because it's tough out there. But whatever you can find in your heart to do, it ain't got to be nothing monetary. It can be volunteering your time. It can be anything. But just sign up for the Good Neighbor Challenges, and you ain't got to do nothing to sign up. Just do a Good Neighbor Challenge, and we come back in here. We got the next, and just let us know what you did. They said it can volunteer time, it can be anything. Just do a Good Neighbor Challenge and try to speak to somebody that you don't know every day. Just say something nice. This world got too much hate and anger and division, and everybody mad at breakfast. Like Cat Williams said, everybody pissed off first thing in the morning, drinking that coffee. All right, man, how you made this world up? But you already
You just
mad.
woke up.
You know what I'm saying? So that means you ain't care about giving another chance to live because you're mad already. You just woke up. You should be like, okay, good. But anyway, just do something
I
nice.
accept it. I accept that challenge, and I'm up for the challenge.
Let's
That's
make
a
an
good
American
one, Dr.
march.
Real.
Let's make an American march. Let's do something nice for people. People out here hurting.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Hmm. All right. Well, y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in and rocking with us tonight. We really, really enjoyed this and we really enjoyed the topics. Again, we're not no longer on every Wednesday night. Myself and Dr. Real, we have new hours. We are here every first Wednesday and every third Wednesday of the month, but it's still the same time, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. So you can always join in on our shows and rock with us. But this has been really, really, really good. I hope that you all be safe. As we always say, we ain't got to go home, but we definitely got to get the hell up out of here. And we look forward to seeing you guys the next time. Congratulations, Cam Harris. You were the winner. I will be contacting you to give you your gift. So y'all keep rocking with us. You might be the winner next time. Peace.